Hey y'all, this is Rayvon from Love Lola. This is my Candlewood Tote, and today I decided to heavily modify it into a beach bag. Y'all, isn't that so cute? Ah, I absolutely love it. So what happened was I recently got this Raffia. I hope I'm saying that correctly, back in stock. I had it last year. I ran out. I've been having people request it. I finally decided to restock it. And I didn't get to use it last time because I sold out of it. So I said, this time I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to immediately do a project with it. I also have this other vinyl that I just got custom made. It's super summery. It comes with two options. This is family 1 option. This is family number 2 option. And it is just perfect for a beach bag. Like, how cute is this? We wound up going to the beach. It was totally unplanned, and it was just perfect for a photo shoot. And I'm gonna show you a video. I know I like to see video of bags, not just pictures. So I just have a couple of minutes of video of me showing the bag off. We were down at Galveston, so yeah, just enjoy the sounds of nature. So relaxing.
Wait, we've been here before. So what?
We've been to Galveston lots of times. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the modification that I did. Please note that this is not a full tutorial. Again, this is my Candlewood Tote pattern. If you like it, then yeah, go and grab it. I would really appreciate that. But yeah, this is just a modified version. The Candlewood Tote pattern does have a full tutorial on that, so you can also check that out on my channel. But yeah, so let's get it. Right now what I'm doing is just kind of figuring out where I want my side pieces to be cut. This probably took the longest time. Like, I'm so picky about my placement. So yeah, I've got my side pieces cut out. And now we're getting into this gorgeous raffia. And what I did to modify it was I am just making it the size of the back panel. So if you have this pattern, you know what I'm talking about. Just use your back piece for the front and the back. All right, this is me. I just wanted to show you guys me cutting on this material because I know it's not the norm kind of material. So I want you to just kind of see how it moves around. Yeah, so. I'm using some really strong pinking shears because we obviously do not want to use our cutting scissors on this material. For my lining, I am using some outdoor canvas that I got from Joann's probably about 7 years ago. All right, I've got everything cut out, so I'm ready to start sewing. Basically, we're going to be attaching the side pieces to that mid piece. Okay, so we're just placing it, the exterior side, right side facing down, and the lining is also going to be right side facing down. So we're just kind of sandwiching it on top of that material. We're going to get it attached, and then we're going to open it so that they're both going away from the mid piece. They're wrong sides touching, and now we're going to add a top stitch. Now we're going to repeat the same thing to the other side. Okay, so that was our front panel. Now we're going to do the exact same thing to make our back panel. Now let's go ahead and baste around all of our side pieces. While I have your attention, I would love to invite you to join me at the Sew Whatever Studio, October 25th and 26th. We're going to be modifying another one of my patterns. It's going to be 2 days, just jam-packed full of modifications. We're going to be creating custom panels. I'm even going to be doing one-on-one sessions where we're going to be creating a watermark for you. So you will be leaving with your own watermark. You can find all the information on my website or Mormino's site. All right, back to it. Place your bottom base pieces so that they're wrong sides touching and baste them together. Attach your main panels together, right sides touching, and then get your bottom piece attached to that main panel. Just like in the pattern, you're going to attach the long sides first and then go back and do the short sides. Yes, I know it's really quiet, but yeah, I was playing music and you cannot have music on videos because of copyright purposes, so it is very quiet whenever I'm playing music. Sorry about that. Okay, so now I'm cutting some binding to put along the bottom of the bag. I cut my binding at 3/4 of an inch wide. If you know me at all, you know that I don't give a crap about binding. I really couldn't care less. So I'm not doing the proper way. Feel free to do that. I just cut mine. I draw a line down the middle, and then I use that line to place it halfway over um, the edge, and then I just go from there. It's not perfect, but it's fine for me. Yeah, that's all I got. If you do it this way, it really helps if you put double-sided tape along both long edges. I didn't do it for the bottom because I don't care. When I do my top binding, I will add the tape because I do want that to be a little bit more, it needs to look good. But the bottom, I can't. Okay, always give it a look-see before you turn the bag out to make sure that you didn't miss any pieces of the binding. And I think I just discovered that I did, which is no big deal to me. I'm just going to pop back over to my machine and add a stitch on the part that I missed. Bam. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and turn it out. This is the fun part. Yeah, so whenever I make bags, I don't plan it. I just start cutting and sewing. So I'm just talking you through some things that is happening as I make the bag. It's never planned. But yeah, so I've got the binding on. I'm turning it out. I hadn't really thought too much about the exposed edges on the sides when I connected the two side pieces. So, yeah, in a second, I'm going to, why do I have that clamp in my hair? Oh man, this is how I look when I'm just roaming around my house. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna massage out those seams a little bit. Okay, and now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, okay, this is when I just realized that the original pattern has a magnetic snap in the middle, and I can't do that now because of the material that I'm using. So I'm thinking of how I'm gonna fix that. Because I do want it to close. I don't want it to be wide open. I was a little thirsty, a little water, hydrate. But anyway, so I'm thinking of what to do to get it to close. And I was like, okay, I just need to make a little something to hold the magnetic snap since I can't add the snap to the actual bag. And yeah, I was like, this cup of water looks about like what I would need. So yeah, like don't be afraid to use what's in your sewing space. Get creative. So now I'm just measuring that. I think I maybe made it 2 inches long. And I used the curve for the bottom piece. And I'm going to use that to make a little, like a little piece for my closure for my magnetic snap. So I'm going to I'm going to cut out 4 of these. And then I'm going to use stabilizer besides 2 of those pieces because that's the size that I'm going to be adding my magnetic snaps on. Okay. So now we're going to get the snaps installed, and then we're going to place 2 pieces wrong sides touching. I use a little bit of tape to hold it. And then we're going to sew around the perimeter, and that's going to be our little closures, okay? And now we're going to attach that to the bag right down the center. And now I am prepping the bias tape that I'm going to be adding along the top of the bag. Yep. Again, I do draw a line down the center of the bias tape, and I use that to place on the top to try to get it as even as possible. Sorry, I didn't get that. Okay, so I'm a very lazy sewist. I'm always thinking of the easiest way to do something, and I just didn't feel like the end of my bias tape like making it look pretty because I just don't care. And so what I decided I was going to do was take a strap end and put it where the bias tape started and ended to cover that up because I just, it's just easier for me. I love using hardware to do things. Well, anyway, after I put the 1-inch strap in on, I didn't like the way it looked. So I went and grabbed a 2-inch strap in. Again, this is just a strap in that you put on at the end of a strap. I have 1 inch, half, 1.5, 2-inch. This is the 2-inch size. And I'm just going to get that installed really quick. You just put screws on the back. Yeah, and I just really like the way that the 2 inches looked. Well, then I decided to put it on the back because at first I was only going to put it on the front where the bias tape ended. But then I was like, you know what? I think it looked pretty on both sides. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Now I'm like, okay, look, I have exposed edges going on here. Again, I hadn't thought this through in the beginning, but now I see that. And what I'm going to do is I think this is called a French seam. Stitch on the outside, like a top stitch. And from the inside, that's going to cover up that exposed material. I think it's called a French seam. I may be wrong, okay? So don't hold me to it. And I'm going to stop probably about 1 inch from the bottom because I don't want to mess with the shape too much. All right, and I am about to knock out these 2 handles really quick. Y'all, this bag was so, I literally made this bag in like a couple of hours. It was so easy. Don't you just love a pretty handle? Like when the stitches look good. So I'm just going to show it off for a couple of seconds. Okay, don't mind me. This is me just admiring how good this handle looks. Yes. Okay, and now I'm just installing my handle just like I do in the pattern. I'm not giving away all my secrets, okay? You got to get the pattern, honey. And we're done. Like, I'm not kidding, y'all. This is like literally so fast and easy to make. I'm super excited about it. Maybe I'll make some to sell at a market or something since it was so fast. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. But anyway, that's it, y'all. It's so cute. I do like the definition that French seam on the side gave it. So I might try that on the regular on a regular one of these that I make the tote. But anyway, yeah. This is it. I hope that you enjoyed the video. You found it helpful. If you have any questions, as usual, feel free to comment below the video. I always check those questions out and answer. Yeah, so if you make the Candlewood Tote, original or the modification, I would love to see it. Drop a picture in my Facebook group. Yeah, so that's it. And I'm going to add a few more pictures that I took at the beach and stuff at the end just to get a better look of the bag. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up or even subscribe. Okay, bye y'all. Happy sewing. You can find all of the materials that I used on my website. These are all Love Lola products. LoveLolaLooks.com. All right, bye again.